fine-tuning their skills, getting the right boards under their feet. Why? Because we're on one of the best point breaks in the world. You do not want to get exposed. And Joel Parkinson, one of the very best of all time out here, up against it with Wiggolly, Dantas and Miguel Pupo. But Joel Parkinson and jbay go hand in hand, Joe.
It's a lovely sight to see. Parco's greeted with two talented, goofy foot Brazilians, Wiggolly Dantas and Miguel Pupo. But we know Wiggolly Dantas is a man that's not afraid of trying to reroute that start. Meanwhile, down the line is Miguel Pupo. Stretching this one out, looking for something solid to come through. Ends up just getting out of there. So Pupo, bit of a warm-up. We'll see if he had anything before that, but just starting the priority rotation as we see an opportunity now starting to pop up for really anyone watching around the world. You want a piece of every part of this lineup, but there's a special wave that Parco and Wiggolly are waiting for. Pupo with some room down the line. Clean top turn, tight jam, completing some maneuvers that'll hang on to the finish. Just a 1.5 before that, increasing his total out front. 33 minutes on the clock.
Even though Jeffreys Bay is one of the most perfect point breaks in the world, it is a very tricky wave to surf, Joe. You've got so much time, so much room to move, that a lot of the time you pick the wrong turn at the wrong time. It throws your rhythm off for the rest of the wave. So you can get exposed out here. If your boards aren't right, if you're not physically in good shape, things can go wrong really easy.
Now Parco taking his first wave of his campaign to win his third jbay title. Total racetrack, nice and deep. This one's not going to let him out.
On this side, it's a racetrack, so you really got to get moving.
Parco looking to recover from the first wave. Looks like he's got some room to lay down that rail. Quick jam off the lip. Slowing down for the barrel. Joel Parkinson looking to punch free. Sear and Cuddy. Perfect Parco form through the inside corner with a casual fin drift off the top. Another bonus barrel section for Parkinson. Big blow tail. Will he recover in the flats? Just over the shallow section of the bricks. Won't get credit for the finish, but we're about to see the best number of the heat so far. Joel Parkinson, a two-time Corona Open jbay champ, winning in '99 as a wild card. Let's see what he did here, Potts.
Yeah, you can see that first turn never really went to the bottom of the wave. Why? Because this wave had a bit of speed on it, reading it nicely. A little cover up there, nothing too substantial as far as tube riding goes, but just the pace that Joel surfs this wave at is unreal. Perfect timing there, another nice little cover up, so Joel maximizing his scoring potential all the way down through the inside. Bit of pizzazz at the end, but unfortunately doesn't complete it. So
Wiggolly now gets his turn to take his first ride, and it starts with a backside barrel. Off the top carve, setting it up vertically. Great timing from Dantas. Reaches off the roof, weightless on the drop, standing tall. And Dantas now on the board in this first heat of the morning.
Yeah, you can see how tricky the wave is to surf, Joe. It kind of doesn't cooperate a lot of the time, you know, especially at this size. It's super tricky on your backhand. You don't have a lot of time to move. You've got to cut those turns short sometimes.
Wiggolly growing up quickly, already 27 years of age. He's had a couple of laps around the world on the top 34. How do you do here?
Yeah, nice opening to this wave there. Beautiful positioning. Comes out nicely, but this is what I think Wiggolly's going to have to use a lot more of, that big backside attack. Nice tight turn in the pocket on that occasion. And again, finishing off on his feet, very important here at Jeffreys Bay. You don't want to ride that wave all the way through the inside and then fall at the end, which Joel did to gather a 6.0. Could have been a lot better, but Wiggolly Dantas, he's got that backhand attack that's super powerful, throws a lot of spray into the air, and I think that's going to be his weapon of choice.
Every wave looks so fun. Having a look now is Miguel Pupo. Sweeps that bottom turn, clean hook on that green open face. Sortie ripping it off the roof. Jams it's got a great motion going through the inside. Sits on the roof, weightless backhand float. Can Miguel finish with a barrel on the inside corner? Not quite disappearing. And he'll hop out of there. Pupo's last, a 3.33. The 1.5 is long gone with 22 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, definitely Miguel's best roll of the dice, and you know, I think that's what, as a goofy footer, you're going to have to look into. Those waves with a certain pace. Now, that was a little slower than his first two, as far as the angle on the reef goes, so it allowed him to unload some big turns, which is going to be very important for the goofy footers. The natural footers may be looking for a wave with a bit more pace. Let's have a look here. Miguel using his priority. Joel was pretty keen at that wave, so Miguel maybe identifying now, this is what I've got to look for. See how it sort of allows him a couple of turns there to kick things off. Now he starts to race down the line, keeping those fins engaged, keeping that rail-to-rail movement all the way down the line. A tricky little floater. They almost lost it, but... And then here, this end section, looking for the tube, didn't quite get the cover up, but he's found those little gems. This is what he's going to be looking for now, that perfect angle on the reef for Miguel Pupo. And this is the water angle. This is what you look at when you're paddling back out. Just an amazing wave. It's almost unbelievable when you first lay eyes on this place. It doesn't look real, Joe. This wave just keeps going and going. A lot of the time when you have the swell hit jbay, the wave ends as big as it starts, so it doesn't sort of taper off. It just maintains its size throughout the whole wave.
There are a few waves, like I said this morning, I'm just really appreciating what they're doing on the wall out here.
Good man, Strider. I'm stoked you got a few. Watching this now, another goofy foot, Miguel Pupo, coiling up off the roof. Just a short one there as he's up and out. Score did lock in, though, for Miguel, 7.0. Took the lead off Joel Parkinson. Wiggolly Dantas down to third with 18:45 to go. Joel Parkinson with priority deep here at Jeffries. All setup work. Style and grace from the two-time champ here at Jeffries Bay. Packs a wide-open pit. Draws off the bottom and a classic down car from Parco. Perfect sink to hit it off the top again. High lines that beautiful barrel section. And now he's going to arc it right into a bottom turn and vertically off the lip. Challenging finish. It's still standing tall. Quick answer for Wiggolly. Snap to start for Dantas. Now pulling into the pit. Still has some room to get the exit. Dantas comes free. Over rotates on the bottom turn and doesn't get a finishing move.
Naughty boy.
The door open there, celebrating the pit. Now it's 16 on the clock putts.
Yeah, I mean, that wave wasn't finished yet, Wiggolly. You can't be claiming halfway through it. You know, you've got to focus on that wave. That was a mistake gone right there for Wiggolly Dantas. He's going to get rewarded for the tube ride, but he could have really put the finishing touches on that wave, as Joel did. Let's have a look here. I mean, this is a beautiful wave. It's one of those quicker ones. Lets him get that first turn, which sets the rail. Now he drives off the bottom, grabs that rail, and just beautiful, deep tube. I think we're going to see a lot more of this. Now he claims and then realizes, hang on a sec, this wave's still going. And that's the thing with Jeffries Bay. You cannot give up on the wave, man. It is a long wave. It goes for a long period of time. Beautiful positioning for Wiggolly. And I think his coach is going to scold him after that little claim right there. That's not something you want to do here, especially up against someone like Joel Parkinson. I mean, this heat is nowhere near over. 15 minutes remaining. But in saying that, beautiful positioning here for Wiggolly Dantas. Rail grab. See how he trimmed higher? Took more of a high line to get through that barrel. Wasn't a big wide open one, so quite technical. And then just loses the fins off the bottom. And a mistake right there for Wiggolly Dantas. So Joel Parkinson, on the other hand, we talk about a certain kind of wave that Joel's looking for. Look how fast this wave is. Very difficult to ride this wave on your backhand. Snuck underneath the lip there, perfect. Watch this turn from Joel. This is what makes him special out here. Extending that rail turn off the bottom again into the next maneuver, and then tucks under the lip yet again. So Joel Parkinson on his way to a fantastic score. He's already got a 6 in his scoreline. A 0.93 is his backup. That is long gone, and we're going to see an excellent score from Joel.
Joel Parkinson finishing, turning around to see Wiggolly Dantas in the barrel. Joel Parkinson, 8.23 to take the lead. Last of Wiggolly Dantas, a 7.6 with the fall after the barrel. Pupo now needs to get moving to take the lead with a 7.24. So Pupo down from first, Parco back in the lead, but now 13 minutes on the clock.
Great tube ride from him, but he's going to need more.
Now making a move, Miguel Pupo, needing a 7.24 on this one. Nice, lively, tail-dropping float. That section makes him work for it. Now looking to pull in. Pushing to force the exit. He ends up going down. And this is the guessing game for everyone in the grandstand spots. All you see is corduroy lines all day long, but which one could help these three guys out in round 3?
Yeah, well, it looks like Wiggolly's found a little bit of space.
Dantas will use this one. 55 seconds. It'll come down to this effort to skip round 2. Clean first turn, second jam right off the lip, looking powerful to finish. So 3 solid hooks. Left chasing a 6.64 to skip into round 3 putts.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's too short. Jeffrey's Bay is a long canvas. And, I mean, he surfed that wave well, but it was relatively short. Couple of nice turns. On this occasion, it's just not enough open space for him. You can see that first turn, nice and strong. A good finish on it, but it was a shorter wave.
Judges going back to look at the 7.6, comparing that, and then also looking at this final blow from Wiggolly Dantas. They'll look at his 6 from the beginning of the heat as well.
Yeah.
They can call up any wave at any time just to make their comparisons as we wait to see if it is a 6.64.
So this was his last wave here. Now, the thing that I love about Wiggolly, watch this next turn here. This is where he can get all the points. That turn right there, just powerful and engaged at the end of it as well. So looking for a 6.64. I think it's slightly better. Maybe not. There it is.
So scores coming through now. Joel Parkinson getting a ride into the beach. Not enough for Wiggolly Dantas, and Joel Parkinson takes the first win of the contest into round 3. Showing us his form getting into the excellent range, but you can tell that was just a warm-up for a 2-time jbay champion.
Yeah, Joel didn't even get out of second gear as far as I'm concerned, so it's still a lot more to offer.